You can have the most brilliant strategic mind on the planet. You can preempt every enemy movement, map out the perfect tactical traps, and weaponize the terrain. But Sun Tzu warns that all of it counts for absolutely nothing without two of his five constant factors: the way and organization. In the ancient text, the way, or the Tao, means profound moral harmony between a leader, their troops, and the people. Organization means a fair, unyielding system of discipline, rewards, and consequences. Sun Tzu is teaching us a hard military truth. Brutal force without a moral compass is not a strategy. It is a ticking time bomb. Victory is not just about breaking the enemy's lines. It's about controlling how your own troops conduct themselves before, during, and after the battle. To see how this moral math dictates the ultimate outcome of a war, we have to look at the massive strategic divide in the behavior between the Ukrainian and Russian forces. The ancient Chinese commentator Li Quan explicitly defined the way in war. He said it means attacking only real enemies, leaving those who live in peace alone, and ensuring that victorious troops do not destroy the population or plunder belongings of a conquered land. When Russia launched its invasion, its strategic framework completely ignored the way. The systematic bombardment of civilian infrastructure, the leveling of cities like Mariupol, and the documented atrocities in places like Bucha were not just humanitarian crises, they were catastrophic strategic blunders. By treating the civilian population as targets, Russia shattered any illusion of a just cause. Instead of subduing the population, their actions unified ordinary Ukrainian citizens into a fierce, generational resistance. They broke the way, and in doing so, they generated an endless, hostile insurgency behind their own lines. The second factor is organization, maintaining harmony through clear, fair codes of conduct. Throughout the conflict, the Ukrainian High Command understood that as a smaller nation relying on Western aid and domestic volunteers, they could not afford internal chaos. They cultivated the way by framing their struggle as a purely defensive battle for survival and sovereignty. Furthermore, Ukraine strictly enforced military discipline regarding international laws of combat. By visibly maintaining a fair system of treatment of prisoners of war and actively working to minimize collateral damage, Ukraine protected its greatest strategic asset, its moral legitimacy. This internal harmony and adherence to international standards are precisely what kept the global coalition unified in sending billions of dollars in advanced military aid. Contrast this with the internal collapse of discipline within the Russian ranks. To fill their depleted lines, Russia relied heavily on the Wagner Group PMC and penal colonies, introducing elements into the military that operated outside standard legal and moral frameworks. Without a fair, transparent reward system, morale plummeted. Troops frequently reported being lied to by commanders, lacking basic supplies, and being used as human waves. This total lack of alignment and fair discipline eventually culminated in the shocking summer 2023 Wagner Mutiny, where Russian forces literally turned around and marched on Moscow. As Sun Tzu says, if you do not follow these ways, you lose the power to control how your troops conduct themselves. An army without discipline will eventually consume itself. Sun Tzu's ultimate war tip cuts through the noise of raw firepower, both before and after victory. You must maintain positive morality, harmony with the people, and fair discipline for all. True conquerors don't just win battles, they win the peace. Weaponry can seize a territory, but only the way can hold it. To bring this profound chapter to a close, The ultimate test of a military leader isn't found in the sophistication of their weapons or the brilliance of their tactical traps. It is found in the soul of their army. Sun Tzu's timeless warning reminds us that firepower without a moral foundation is just a shortcut to a structural collapse. As we have seen in the battlefields of Ukraine, ignoring the way and breaking the laws of discipline isn't just morally bankrupt, it is a catastrophic strategic error. Brutality against civilians does not force submission. It builds an unyielding wall of resistance. A lack of internal fairness and true organization doesn't keep soldiers in line. It invites mutiny, chaos, and eventual defeat from within. When cultivating leadership and evaluating long-term success, anchor your strategy in Sun Tzu's 3 golden rules of discipline. Protect the innocent. True strategic excellence means focusing your strength exclusively on the real threat. Leave those who live in peace alone. If you destroy the population of the land you enter, you ensure you will never truly control it. Enforce absolute internal fairness. A sustainable organization requires codes of conduct that apply to everyone. When your reward and punishment systems are transparent, reliable, and fair, you create unbreakable harmony and trust among your ranks. Guard your moral legitimacy. Weapons can capture ground, but only just cause can hold it. Maintain your positive morality before, during, and after the conflict to keep your allies unified and your forces deeply aligned. In any conflict, remember, your tactics might win you the day, but your adherence to the way is what wins you the future. Keep your discipline tight, your morality clear, and your harmony unbroken.